find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Yeah. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate.
What is going on, everybody? We're here again, Monday night, day 896 in a row. We're about to get into it like we do every single night, so make sure you grab that popcorn, subscribe and ding the bell, and I'll see you in a second. It's Renaissance Man.
Some night when the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Yeah. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate.
Who's ready to get this started? It's Monday. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man.
Looking for another way.
Oh, to ease my mind, help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state, and I'm here with you on day 896 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show, and we're gonna get into it, just like we do every single night, so make sure you subscribe, ding the bell, and just remember this show is live every single night, so just join us here. We're gonna get down, new comedy shows, new music, and then just connecting. I am so excited to see my brother Jim Loring here for his 8th day in a row. Jacqueline is here. Brandon's here. Red Storm in the house. Hold on, let me do this. This is easier for me. Brandon, Holly, Jacqueline, Jasmine, Jim, and Red. I think that's a rap song right there. Yes, and Brandon and Holly and Jacqueline and Jasmine, Jim, and Red. Oh, oh, oh. He said something. This song I love. Something to die for, yeah, yeah, yeah. Something to live for. Something to die for, yeah, yeah, yeah. Amazing how often I forget the old days. I'm lying in the field under the sun while the birds fly around and sing. There's something to live for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is me, 2006. There's something to live for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's me on the steel drums, or on my guitar playing steel drums. Something to die for, something to live for. I need more. Something to die for. You guys ready? Here's the best part. Give me more. Hey, so many perfect ways I gotta share something. Spend your days. At the end, I go. That's my idea. I was like, we gotta have some sort of. There's something to die for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something to live for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something to die for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something to live for. Matt Zabrowski, hired hand. How about you give me a woohoo at the end of my song? Woohoo! You're awesome. Thanks for doing that, buddy. I didn't have to pay extra. You're not getting like extra credit for that one. You're just on as drummer, not woohoo guy, too. He thought he can get a woohoo credit as well. I joked once. I said, I didn't get a Grammy for that, but Zabrowski got a woohoo Grammy. Oh, the best woohoo goes to Matt Zabrowski for Something to Live For. Hold on a second. The song didn't get love? The woohoo did? It is pretty much the greatest woohoo in history, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Okay, I'm gonna have to pop something out real quick and deal with a kid not falling asleep situation. It happens. Sometimes you're like, "Hey, you should be sleeping, kid," and the kid's just like, "I don't want to go to sleep. It's almost summertime." And you're like, "Hey, that's fine. Why don't you go to sleep, or I'll put you to sleep?" And you have those whole conversations, you know. Oh my goodness. So I'm so happy to see you guys. Yes, I got the hairs cut today. It was a big deal, because we can no longer do Giorgio Tsoukalos. We got a one-time only going with Giorgio. It's too bad, because Giorgio really was kind of needing some more time. I guess we'll just have to wait a month and then do him again. In fact, I heard him today on like one of those clips that came flying by. This Giorgio Tsoukalos, and he has a little bit, when he talks, he's got a Greek thing going, where he, not fully, he speaks normally, but then every once in a while he'll stop his words and he'll say them a little bit more pronounced, and he'll say, I'm going to work on him a little, because he's got this, there's a little bit more depth to his voice than I did on the first time, so I'm going to have to work that out. Jim, my brother, how you doing? So today I dropped a new song for you guys, and I think I should play it for you, but let me see, because I'm not sure how much time I'm going to need. But I am going to have to go up there and take care of a kid situation. Like I said, look, we deal with it. When you have a kid, you could either elbow him in the fotch, or you can be a supportive father figure. I choose B, sometimes A. It depends how they're doing. No, I'm just kidding. I love my kids. They're the greatest things in the world. You know, in life, you try to find certain reasons, you know, to just get excited, to get out of bed every morning, you know. And your kids are always that thing, you know, no matter what. You have these kids, they're there for you. It's amazing. You know what I want to play for you guys? I was going to say music, but this time traveler bit I'm so in love with. I think it's one of the funniest things I've ever done. And it came out of the blue. You know, I just thought the other day I saw a couple of time traveler things, and then I did a Google search. I did a Google search on YouTube, time travelers. And I was like, real time traveler from 2347 comes back to warn the planet. And I'm like, and then I'm watching. I find myself watching. And then they'll say stuff like, yes, no, the San Francisco will win the World Series. And like what? Nobody's really, that's what you have, the information you have like the World Series. So I started making a joke about that, and so I'm going to play that for you so I can go upstairs and take care of this little monkey. Ernest, how are you, my friend? Anybody that's seen this already, hopefully you'll stick around and enjoy it still anyway. Jim, how are you, my brother? And this right here is called I'm a Time Traveler from the year 2769. Yeah. And I think you need to know about that. You need to hear what this time traveler has to say, because there's only one real time traveler. Yeah, it's this guy right here. I think it was CW694 or something like that. I don't know. We'll see what it is. Here we go. That's not part of it. They just happened to throw in the Star Wars things. Really? That's kind of crazy. Future? I'm from the future. Yes. This is the most common question people ask me. Well, what about for the Super Bowl? Does Tom Brady win a 30-second Super Bowl? Yes, he does. And look, nobody thought it was possible. 74 years old, he went out there and he did it. And it's something that in the future people will talk about him as almost a god. 74, still, like, he's moving in the pocket, and he's throwing spirals, like really tight spirals at 74. So it's just something you need to be prepared for. Tom Brady will be considered a god in the very distant future. By 2200, people think he may be God. There's a weird period of time where people actually, like, they find statues of Tom Brady, and they start, you know, it's like almost like that praying to the calf, but with Tom Brady. And that doesn't go well. Year 2200 doesn't go well. So just be ready for that one. Tom Brady, a couple year weird period. Tom Brady's God. Not God. He was a very good quarterback, though. He did well. And surprisingly, he didn't get into the Hall of Fame on the first voting. It's very weird. But anyway, that is something too. You want to? Is he right? Was he right? Was not a first-time induction. No, they missed him on the first one, made it in the second one. And look, that's still impressive. Hall of Fame is a big deal. It's no Fran Tarkenton. I'm just saying. And look, in the year 2116, there is a football player, a quarterback, by the name of Irving Richardson the 19th. And that guy, the best ever. So I'm just letting you know that you're not going to be able to pull the wool over the eyes of Future Man. That's what they call me sometimes, not from Bella Fleck, different guy completely. They call me Future Man. Again, I had a weird just like number name, like C4967. I don't like that. No, when we came back here, I go by Future Man Philip. Yeah, Future Man Philip. Sometimes they call me the Filler Up Philip. That's another one they give me because I'm filling them up with knowledge. Look, I mean, this is my time. You see where I'm from. We all have flying cars. Not even cars, they're ships. We all have ships. We fly around in ships. I go to the store in a freaking ship. And I think it's important I have to step up because there's a lot of fake people saying that they're from the future. They are not. I know because I'm from the future and I never saw them before. They're just making it up. They're just here trying to get you to say like, oh my goodness, look at the future guy. Not the future. I'm Future Man, okay? I am Future Man. I've been there, I've seen that. Here's another big question. Have you been to the past? Well, where the freak do you think I am now? All right. I mean, like, that's a question you'd wonder. Like, you'd think people wouldn't even, like, go there. Because have you ever been to the... I'm sitting here. I was from 2769, and today is 2021. So have I been to the past? I don't know. You tell me, Einstein. You tell me, Riviera. Oh, you guys don't know who Riviera is. Yeah, but that's another one in the future. Riviera. Genius. Way ahead of Einstein. So, I mean, look, I'll go back to the Einstein reference because you guys know who Einstein is. When I say Riviera, you probably are like, huh, the golf course? No, actual genius, amazing. And, look, when we look forward to the year 2022, let me tell you a few things that are coming up. Well, hold on, this is maybe my ride. That's how they get you. It's a spotlight that comes through, and they beam you up. It's 2769. So I was there in the year 2021, and they shot me back through a cannon, through a black hole, and I came out, and it was a weird thing, because that was the first time I traveled through time. And it's almost like you're traveling through a wormhole. Like, I mean, it's weird to try to compare, but it's kind of 99.9% exactly like Bill and Ted's Adventure. When you're going down this weird wormhole and, you got George Carlin there inside the telephone booth with you. All of a sudden, you hit that button. 2147. Nope, I didn't order a pizza. I'm trying to get off here. Year 2021. You get off 2021. And all of a sudden, you're able to save the world. Hey everybody, just so you know, there's a coming apocalypse. Yeah, it's called you. Yeah, you're the reason we all die. Who, me? Yeah, you, literally you. Every single one of you. Because you can't get along. I mean, look, I'm trying to give you the heads up before it all goes bad. It's like tomorrow. I don't want to tell you it's tomorrow, but it could be sometime soon. Just make sure you start doing right things to each other because you don't want it to come. It could be coming sometime. Just be ready for it, okay, whenever it comes. And when it does, just be prepared. Make sure you have all of your goodies. You've got your water source. You've got your Wi-Fi plugged in through your neighbor's system where you got the password. Make sure you get that password because I remember, in fact, I was consulting the ancient timeline journals and I saw you didn't get the password for your neighbors. Mr. Finnegan? Yeah. I heard you didn't go over and get Mr. Finnegan's password. So when all of it goes down, you're without Wi-Fi. Yeah. So you can't get the updates from Future Man. I don't know what to tell you except for the fact that you're out. You're out of luck. I mean, this is, again, future warnings. Future Man warning you. Like, if you don't now go and get the Wi-Fi password for Mr. Finnegan, I don't know. At that point, that's on you. I mean, like, I gave it to you. I gave it to you on a silver platter. Hey, Mr. Finnegan has the Wi-Fi password. Wi-Fi is good. For years, he just leaves it on. you know, this whole virus that comes in the year 2020, that actually takes him out, but the Wi-Fi stays. Some glitch in the system. They forgot to shut it off. Mr. Finnegan doesn't pay the bill for years. They still let the Wi-Fi go. And you didn't go and get the Wi-Fi password? I gave you that one. That was free. Free of charge. Here, Mr. Finnegan. So, again, Finnegan. Go see him. Just go stop by the Finnegan. Hey, Mr. Finnegan. How you doing? I came to see if I can get your Wi-Fi password. I'm having problems with mine right now. Do you mind? Mr. Finnegan. I've seen this episode before. Mr. Finnegan says, no problem, Charlie. Charlie, you're good to go. But no. You're going to sit there and pretend that you're good without Wi-Fi? Oh, I'll get it from my other neighbor. No, they died too. You're all alone there, Charlie. But what you do have is Mr. Finnegan's Wi-Fi. That's what I'm talking about. So remember that, okay? Again, another big one that comes up is World War III. When's World War III going to happen? Already did. Oh, you mean for your time? Oh, no, I mean for me, it already did. We actually had World War 19. Like, we're all the way up there. But World War III, let me think back again what happened in World War III. Oh, that's right. It starts as a civil war, and then it goes from there, and it's like not just civil war in this country, but in all the countries. Civil wars everywhere. All created by a media narrative. It was all lies, but you believed it. And then you all hated each other instead of came together. You know, and this is something nobody realizes until the year 2472, but that we are one soul manifested 7.7 billion times. And then you realized, and you guys realized way too late. You destroyed the planet, everybody died. I was like the last one. But if you had come together and you respected the fact that you're really one soul, humanity would have been cool. Would have been good. These are all robots flying these things. There's like 7 humans left. Everybody died. That was on you. And the people who created that thing, they were like, "That's good for you." Don't get. Did you? I hope you didn't. Don't. You don't. I mean, no. This is the other thing. Nobody understood this until about the year. I think it was 2027. They saw the real statistics. 7 people died from that thing, from that virus. 7. And like in total, everybody else died of something else. Yeah, but they didn't let you know it was like a bad thing. They got everybody to take it. Whew. Again, I was still left, and it wasn't that I was left, but my great grandfather was left, and he shuffled through the streets. He got in there and he stayed alive. I don't know how it happened. 2769. I'm there, military base. They're like, "Hey, Philip Fillerston, we need you to go back." And I'm like, "What do you mean go back?" "To the future." Wait, back to that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it does. Michael J. Fox did. No, but I mean, those go back to the future. Those things, you can't go backwards to the future. The future's in front of you, is it? Is it? I don't know. You tell me. They let me in on the secret. No, it's not. The past is really in the future. Future's really in the past. It's so mind-blowing when you actually wake up to what's really going on. Look, this is just our first episode. I can't give you all the details. You won't have a reason to bring me back for another episode. So I just want to make sure you understand that I am from the future and that I'm here to save the planet from annihilation, essentially. It's a self-annihilation, essentially. It's almost like one of those video games you played in the 80s when it didn't go well and you just pulled the grenade. That's what you guys do, yeah. So I'll be back in order to answer some more questions for you. So please send them in. Don't forget to send your questions in. I kind of know the questions already. Again, I'm from the future. So remember, those questions, make sure that they're legible and that they're in English. Although I can use my translator from 2769 and translate any language, including from Skriglar, which is where all the aliens are from. Anyway, look, this was a real pleasure. I appreciate you coming on and allowing me to say a few things about the future and dispel some of the rumors, some of the lies. Those people are not from the future. They're all liars. Never saw them before. But look, how the heck would I get this video to you if I wasn't from the future? Yeah. So just remember that, future man, Here to save you. Save the day. Really. Save the planet. As long as you listen. You have to listen to all of Mr. Finnegan. If you don't do Mr. Finnegan, that one's on you. I gave you Finnegan on a silver platter. Wi-Fi password. Get it? I'm telling you, it goes really bad. And I don't know if there's going to be another episode because it goes really bad soon. Don't let it happen to you. Just make sure you're ready. Be prepared. You have everything you need, right? You're good, right? You got your gun. You got your bayonet. Did you get your extra beans, kidney beans? Did you get fava beans? What did you get? Did you get dry goods? Did you get rice? Did you get patty? What did you get? I mean, are you good? You got water. You got Poland Springs. You get like a bread and basket water. What did you go with? I just want to know. Want to make sure you're good. Do you have a well? You do one of these. You're bringing water up. Oh, I got a bucket. And you could take that water and you could boil it and you can make your food with that water. Don't just drink that water. Boil the heck out of that water first. Yeah, there could be all kinds of stuff in there, bacteria. Remember, you don't have the ability to call anybody and say, hey, can you come and do a pH on my water and see if I have any arsenic in there? There's freaking arsenic in there. You just make sure you don't drink that thing until you boil the hell out of it. That's a PSA message again from Future Man. Until the next I'm here from the future in order to save you from certain annihilation, this is Future Man signing off. Have a good night.
Bye,
Is that good?
man.
All right. Now, look, I appreciate you having me on. I mean, my story, I've been seeing a lot of people that have been speaking out about their experience coming back from the future. And I'm like, you know what? I think it's about time I actually tell the truth about the real future, the real time traveler. I mean, I've been here since I was 9. I didn't tell you the story. Been here since I was 9. They sent me back here and they're like, look, this is a lifelong study. I'm here since 9 years old. I played Little League. I went out there and I got the pizza delivery job guy. I was over there, went to college. I knew it all already. I knew the math. They haven't even figured the math out that I know. I'm the Future Man. I went there landscaping job when I was 17. Is this still on? Landscaping job, 17. So I've lived a normal life. Yeah. No, but I'll give you all that next time. Yeah. No, absolutely. You want me to take off the mic? Are we good? We're good? Okay. Hello. My name is WC94. I'm from the year 2769. Many things occur in your timeline between wars, murders, mayhem. Nothing good. There's nothing good at all from 2021 all the way till 2760. I'm here to just tell you everything's terrible. Nothing good at all. You're gonna get a splinter next week as well. You, personally. I know. You won't be able to get it out with a tweezer. In the year 2021, all chaos breaks loose on the planet. I'm trying to tell you how to stop it before you destroy the world. So in 2769, we look back at you and we're like idiots trying to help you. Right now I'm trying to talk to you, tell you what you did wrong. I've seen it. 2769. You're still here. So 2021, just as bad as 2020. This is filmed in 2018. So I'm just telling you now, in 2020, you're gonna have a terrible year. There's this virus that comes out of nowhere, or does it? It's actually created at a place called Fluhan. Well, nobody knows that yet. 15 years they call it Fluhan. Takes some time to grow, but eventually it's known as the Fluhan. The Fluhan takes over the world. Well, really just kind of the narrative. And it's again a creation in order to get one president out and to instill a puppet so they can create a whole new agenda and destroy the planet. It works. The whole thing ends. So I'm trying to warn you. You got very little time before we get through this and we're okay and we live. We may all die. Well, I made it through. I was one of the lucky ones. That's why I have very cool hair. But let me tell you a little bit about 2021. So you have a coming threat. It's called the aliens. That's right. Nobody realizes this, but aliens have been living among you since 1973. And they've been around for millions of years, but they've been living among you and looking like you. Your neighbor is an alien. Seriously, like, if you went over to his house, and I'm not talking about illegal alien, I'm saying real alien from the planet Skliglars. They're most of them are from Skliglars, and you cannot identify one from a human. They look exactly the same, but there's one way to tell. If you ever walk by someone from Skliglars and you go like this as you walk by, they have no choice but to turn back into their foreign native self. It's an ugly sight, what they look like. So remember that. It's a specific tone and shake. You have to go. When you do that from Skliglars, they will turn into their ancient, foreign self. And then you're able to cast a stone through their heart. They actually become almost docile in that moment, and they lose their human shell just in that moment, and you get to see their heart. Take a stone, throw it through it, kill them. Their aliens are bad. I'm just letting you know now.
Oh my goodness. You guys, the Giorgio thing was pretty funny. But I want to play you the piece of music that we dropped a little bit earlier. In fact, what's interesting is I heard it was very much like a lullaby. So maybe we'll play that at the very end. It was called Time Slips Away. It's really very nice. But I was digging on the Wicked Games song again. And oh my goodness, guys. I edited a cleaner version that I'm going to be dropping for the album. But just check this tune out. I'm going to give you the link. If you could do me a favor and share this song. Anybody who likes the original Wicked Game.
For over 1,000 generations.
This is a good moment of how we write in real time. Check this out.
People ask me every day, what do I do to look the way that I do?
Wicked Game by Chris Isaac. I'm not sure if I know that. You know what, though? Since I don't, I'm going to have to write a song called Wicked Game, unfortunately. That's how this show rolls. She came to find me. She came to put me down. And I can't understand why she plays these wicked games. I took a call from her last night. She proceeded to scream at me. Then she said she loved me at the end. Oh, why does she play those wicked games? She plays wicked games with my mind, you see. Middle of the night, the phone rings. Hey, honey, don't you know I need you right now? But I'm sleeping, I need my rest. I've got to work in the AM. I don't care, get yourself over here before I leave you for good. Why does she play those wicked games? She plays wicked games with my mind, you see. I left my keys at home today. Can't go anywhere anyway. Sitting in the passenger seat, car
driving all day so far, wondering when we're going to get somewhere. Can open the door. She's been holding down. She's been taking me out. My mental state is not what it should be. Why does she play those wicked games? Pull up to the cabin, open up the door, go and see if I could get some time alone. Maybe in the bathroom, maybe outside while she washes up. I don't know. I need time to take a breath, break from all these games. Oh no, you're wicked games. No, I won't say I gotta go back. I'm away now. Wicked games. No, I won't say check out the ending. She keeps on shooting at me. Her wicked tongue. Now I'm on the run, running down the mountainside. Got my thumb out, I'm hitching a ride, trying to find my way out of town tonight. I'm sick of the wicked games. We gotta go back. I'm sick of all your wicked games. Yeah. Oh, you can't come back. No. Oh, I'm on my way out the door. You got no love back home. She played on wicked games on me. I told you're going to go, 'cause you can't come back now. She played on wicked games.
Muchachos, how are you, my friend? Muchachos said, do Mask by Dream. I don't know what Mask by Dream is, but you know what that means. Well, Muchachos doesn't know what that means because I think you're new. But I'm glad you found the show, my friend. Muchachos, this is how the show goes. If someone asks me to play a song, sometimes what they'll do is they will donate or something and then ask me to play something, and I'll just play a song and make it up in real time. Sometimes I just do it on my own because I feel like it. And muchachos, it's your lucky day. Because I feel like writing a song for you right now, muchachos. Machacheos, what is it? Michacheos? Machichasos. It's muchachos. I'm going to call you muchachos. So muchachos. That's not very nice. Doesn't sound good. We're going to give that a clean up. And while we do, you're going to listen to this little piece of music I wrote a little while back. Check this out. All right. We good? So now we have to erase something, muchachos. Give me a minute to erase something. So this is the song I'm going to play for you later. We wrote this into a song so we could officially get rid of this one, even though it is stunning. Saying goodbye to it. There's the last jam. There's the last jam. Goodbye, cool jam. Now we're going to make a new one. Okay, it's open. It's open. So, Mask. Muchachos asked for a song called Mask by a band called something. No idea who the hell the band was. No idea what the heck the song is. So, Mask. I think we should get our backdrop in there, right? I mean, right? What are we thinking of? You can.
Whether you're building dynamic network
Tell me
models or
about it.
forecasting real-world behavior,
What do we need?
Neo4j's new...
Oh, Neo4j's. We need Neo4j's, everybody. Ooh, take it down with the crackling fire there, pal. What's that? No, Trevor, we're going to play some music tonight. What, you wanted to have a little, like, s'mores and tell stories? Are you kidding me? Story time? You want story time tonight? Well, if we're going to do story time, we're doing story time on the guitar. I'm not, like, letting you do story time without music in the background. Like, seriously? No, Julie, it's not fun. If we hear him talk and he doesn't have a background at all, no one's, like, there doing, like... Actually, for him to tell a story, it's got to be more in, like, a minor sound. Be like... Go ahead, Trevor. Now you're getting shy. Derek, what about you? Do you want to get in and you sing something? How about you come out here and sing a little song for everybody? Let's do like a little like story time with Derek. You could talk about the leeches on your face or something like that. No? You don't want to do that? Julie, are you in? I know you got that beautiful voice. I've heard you before when you're in the tent by yourself and you're thinking about Derek's leechy faces. I heard you singing out loud. You can't join me for it? Alright, so I guess I don't know what to talk about. Let me think of a story. walking. I got a good one. It's the ghost story. You guys want to hear the ghost story? This is when I was in Stamford, Connecticut. Yeah, I was there, and you know I sell real estate. Yeah, so I'm working with my client and showing her some homes. And she had her mother with her that day. It was kind of crazy because this is the one and only time this has ever happened to me. Her mother and her daughter, actually. No, Derek. No. It wasn't something weird. I'm just telling you, mother and daughter, not some sort of weird thing you see online. You're in the, I don't even know what you're talking about over there in the woods, buddy. Trying to work with this very nice young lady to show her a home. Her mother's along for the ride. And what I was trying to tell you, Trevor, before you rudely interrupted me, is that my buyer's daughter was with her. So there's 3 people. Me, we're going into a house in Stamford, Connecticut. Well, right behind this house, what's crazy is that there's actually a football field. I can see it. And no, Derek, it's not where you caught the winning catch and they hoisted you up on their shoulders. No, different field. So I'm there and I'm just about to walk into the house. And you know what we do typically, Julie, you may know this because I know we worked together when I helped you find your house. You walk in and you go, hello, it's a realtor. And then all of a sudden you don't hear anything. If you don't hear anything, you're good to go. If you hear someone's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just coming out of the shower, then you got to stay outside and you wait for them to come out, you know? No, Derek, you can't. Now you're creeping me out, buddy. Seriously? You are willing to put leeches on your face, so. As I walk into this house, I get the creepiest feeling in the world. No, not, Julie, not like when you have leeches on your face. Different type of feeling. Totally creepy. Creepier, if you can believe that. Derek, I don't know, you tell us, because you're the only one in the group that's had leeches all over his freaking face. So basically what I remember is this. I walk in, and as we're walking around the first floor, I start hearing, noise upstairs. Now, yeah, no, Trevor, I announced myself. I just told you I did that. You didn't pay attention? I'm like, hello, it's a realtor. And nobody said anything back. But as I walk in, it sounds like somebody's upstairs, moving around, getting dressed, moving furniture. I don't freaking know. It sounds pretty crazy up there. So I'm like, is someone having a party upstairs? So while I'm with my 3 clients, because, like I said, client, mother, and her daughter, I go, hello, it's a realtor. Anybody upstairs? Nothing. Now I said to my clients, maybe, they didn't hear me. I know, I got a pretty loud voice, used to sing in the choir in high school, so I can get out there and I can hit some louder notes and belt a baritone. And maybe, I don't know, let's go up towards the stairs. And first what we did is we actually walked to the back room. It's first floor. Checked out that room. Looked all right. We come back inside. I still hear noises. I don't know what's going on. So I start walking up the stairs. I said, let me go first. Hello? Anybody upstairs? Totally quiet. I guess there's nobody. Maybe they went out. Maybe they walked out while we were in that back room. And now we have the house to ourselves. But as we start looking around the second floor, it sounds like somebody's on the first floor moving around. Now there's chairs moving. Sounds like the fridge is opening. I don't know, it sounds like there's something going on. So I screamed out, is anybody downstairs? Who's here? It's a realtor. I'm in the house. Will, is somebody here? Nothing. So again, I dismiss it. Go downstairs, there's nobody there. So we go into the dreaded basement. This is the scariest basement I've ever seen in my life. No, Trevor, not like when you were a kid, the basement that you had when you pooped your drawers. Not the same type of thing. That was gross. This is a different type of scary, okay? I go down there. There's one light. There's a door at the end of the hallway, because I guess they used to rent out that space. That's what it seemed like. So as I open the door and walk through, the laundry room also has another set of doors, one on each side. We walk in, all 4 of us, and as we do,
a nail, I don't even know where the freak this nail came from, falls down on the ground and starts spinning in a perfect circle for about 10 seconds while all of us stood in a circle and stared down at this spinning nail. As we all looked at each other in, I guess, fright, the nail comes to a complete stop. The door closes right behind us. We freak out! We go running for the door! I'm like, let's go! There's a ghost in the house! No! We ran out of that freaking house as fast as we could. It was the craziest thing I ever saw, Trevor. Was that any good as a story, Julie? It was my first time I did a ghost story. Music. All right? A lot of music. I was trying to add a little ambiance there, but that's the one time I had a ghost occurrence as listing and rent, like working with a buyer. I haven't listed a house that's haunted yet. That's something I'm hoping to have a haunted house, because then I can just do it around Halloween and just say, look, don't list it until Halloween. I'm putting on the Batmark outfit, and we're going to make some magic happen. Okay, so let's play a song. We were talking about a mask song. Living in a world, hiding behind a mask. And we're living in a world where no one is being their own selves. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Walking down the street today. I don't like it. Let's think of something better. The mask has to be something more mysterious. You can't go with something that's upbeat on a mysterious song like Mask.
No hiding out. No, no. No hiding out. No way to get away. They see you for you. What you going to do? Mask up? 'Cause maybe they think you're someone else when they can't see your face. Masked up. Masked up. You take a trip along the new road. The forced road, you can't go off the path, no. Lest you find yourself in jail. Yeah, you're masked up. Masked and muzzled up. Masked up. Almost had it perfect and I messed it up there at the end. Keep just missing that tail. masked up, masked up, masked up, masked up, masked up, masked up, masked up. Masked up, no, yes, you are all these masked up. Masked up, no, to see you walking down the street masked up. Alright, you're masked up. You can't say what you think, you're masked up. Yes, you're masked up. Masked up. Masked up. Masked up, you're masked up. Masked up. Yeah, we can see your face. No, you're hiding behind your mask, and I don't know who you are. Masked up. You're masked up. You're masked up.
indoctrinated. But you're masked up. You're in the system now. You can get a no. You're locked down. There's no getting out now. You're masked up. You're masked up. Masked up. Masked up. Out the book you've been writing, 'cause you have to stop now. You can't pursue, 'cause when the G-men tell you what to do, you've got to stop. You can't continue to live your life, no, until you take that tab. Even then, you're on lockdown forever. You're your man. No matter what you do, you're masked up. Masked up. Masked up. Masked up. In this timeline, we're masked up. Oh, you know we're masked up. You can hide your face from the world of you're masked up. Masked up. You can hide your face from the world when you're mad. Wild world we're living in. We're trying to get through this crazy spin. We can't stop it. No, it's like a top. Everywhere we go, we cannot stop. We keep on going into the night. We know we can't stop because we're just fighting this. And then I don't know. I gotta get like a rap in there, right? your masked out in this crazy world we're living in now. Yeah, this fake new norm we're living in. Yeah, there's no such thing. We're going back in the time machine. We're going to go back to what was. Oh, 'cause I can't stand all these faces and masks up. You messed up. You're messed up. You messed up. I don't know if Machado stuck around for that one, but that's a new song. Is that one going on the album too? I don't freaking know. Oh, goodness. Thank you, CRM. Thank you so much. Terry, good to see you. Let's see, I can quickly see Vance. My friend Vance is kicking it with me. Terry, Trish, Rose, Red, Moment, Jacqueline, CRM, Bradley, and Anna. I like to say Anna because I think that's how Anna says her name is, Anna. When she left me a voicemail once, she said it's Anna. I like that. So we'll call her Anna. And unless I heard it wrong, Anna may say, no, I don't like it that way. I like it as Anna. And whatever you want, I'll do. Santa Anna. That's what they said for Santa Anna. So we just wrote a new song. God almighty. We have another one to drop from yesterday I still haven't gotten to. So this is now 2 more that could be on the album. We're up to about 10 songs so far. I think 8 or 9, maybe 10 songs in this last week and a half. Brand new, ready for the album. Spanish Anna, so I was right. This is the song I'm working on. One of them. We can get rid of that. I just had a nice thing.
So 2 songs? 2 songs in a row, is that what we're doing now? It's definitely different. It's not this. This one's called. What's this one's called again? Oh, we're gonna listen to this right now. Is this a smile as you like, or is this either You Can Go? I think it's You Can Go. Let's just check real quick. We're gonna confirm because I want to listen to this right now. Let's listen. No, that's fire too. We're gonna have to listen to that one. That's coming out. Like I said, 2 weeks. You guys were gonna be listening to all this. I think it's Your Smile as a Weapon. Pretty sure. Let's just double, triple check. That's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. We're gonna check it out right now. This is called Your Smile is a Weapon, and we're gonna jam out a little on it. Because we need more jammaroos. I just wrote 2 songs. We need to take it back because I'm already trying to get a song out to you from yesterday. And then like 5 others that are sitting on my phone. Bunch of comedy stuff too we haven't gotten to. Too much content is being created. We need to play stuff. Oh, you rock, CRM. All right, check this out. Let's see if this is it. I think this is it. Your clocks, your timers, set your calendar high. I'm gonna rock with you all night. Gonna make you laugh and feel alright. The Renaissance Man Show, getting down every day, you know. Yeah, got to get your flow going here.
find something to get down to, down to. So we kick around the fire and getting down. You never know where down to why. You gotta get there before they close down. And you wake up in the morning with a smile on your face. You must be in a good place. You get up, you go out to make the day better with your beautiful smile, yeah. You're gonna make the world a better place with that smile, yeah. So let me ask you, why do people hang back and wait for someone to do something better to make their heart feel better? Beat more, beat faster, make you feel connected. I don't know what else we can do but show up and play with you. I'm gonna rock all night, I'm gonna get down with you. I'm gonna get into a song, gonna write something new. Yeah, me and you here, ain't nothing on the road, yeah. Don't you know I'm gonna flow, yeah, yeah. Don't you know that your smile is a weapon? You can disarm any negativity with that gift. All you gotta do is give and wait for yourself to receive. Yeah, it's coming back to you. You can get rid of that negativity too. Yeah, how about it? You wanna give it a shot? I'm with you. You got to use that smile to make the world a better place. Know you can do what you can to make a difference, yeah. If you join me here, we're gonna push off the finish line. You know we're coming back, coming round the line. You know we won't go to sleep until we're feeling right.
Oh my goodness, Wage! I can't wait to see what you're working on, pal. I did have tucked in the back of my mind at some point thought about doing some sort of Star Wars thing since we did Super Mark and Bat Mark. That at some point I'd probably do some sort of, Star Wars thing where I'm playing, I don't know, Mark Solo or something like that, or Mark Skywalker, with Mark Vader, right? So we'll do that at some point. But I can't wait to see Wages working on. And yeah, I actually picked up another scene for a background for a potential second Future Man episode. The one from yesterday I didn't get through it all, but I don't think there was really that much great stuff. I have to go back and see it. I copied some of it down, but I think we should do something new. And let me just see if I could find... Maybe I put it in the main scene. I think I put it in the main scene here. Yeah, here we go. All right, so check this out. This is a backdrop here.
Wow, this is an excellent wine.
Is it?
You're going to learn how to...
Okay, so let's try something here. So, this is yet another backdrop for our Future Man. Well, it's basically just me. But whatever, you guys can act like whatever hell you want. I'm Future Man. Again, not Bela Fleck, Future Man, different one. Oh, hey, how you doing over there? I think I have to make this a little bigger so you don't see the Asmer Weekly, whatever the heck that is. There we go. And of course, every once in a while, you will see a spacecraft travel past, which is a very nice effect. Because we are in the future, for at least my shot here. And where the heck is my screen? Let's see. How there yo? Okay. I think we're basically like that, right? My name is CW94. Wage, love you, brother. Yeah, so this will be our backdrop for when we do another Time Traveler episode. I want you guys to do something, okay? I'm going to play a clip right now. All right, I'm going to grab more coffee. It's an hour and 45 minutes right now, so at an hour and 50, we're going to do a little bit more Time Machine guy, time Future Man. But I am going to do strictly on your questions. So over the next 5 minutes while this bit's playing, 5 to 7 minutes, write as many questions as you can in there in the chat. Hey, Future Man, what happens when... Whatever. Hey, Future Man, in the year blah, 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 what happened? Just ask as many questions as you can, and I'm going to go through as Future Man. Oh! Holy cow! Yeah, of course, here we've got R2-D2. He just comes and hangs out with me. Look, we're in the future. We all have R2-D2s. Yep, can't wait to do this bit. So, okay, ask your questions. Go ahead and ask away. And I will be right back with some more Spaceman. I'm from the future, here to warn the world. 2769. Make sure you don't know that, okay? Multiple Future Mans in the same scene would be great. Ooh. Well, you know what, Robert? We did do the elevator scene, so we could do that. Or in Batmark, Supermark, I'm on the screen. You do have me thinking about some ideas that could be very funny, you know? All right, before we get going on that, let me play you something here, okay? Because this will give me a chance to grab something to drink. Check this out. We talked about... What did we talk about? You Can Go Now. Ooh. All right, this one right here is 5 minutes long, so that's fire. And I'm sharing it with you because 5 minutes gives us time for me to get set up, and it gives you a chance to get down to this tune. This is a tune right here, guys. I cannot wait to put this on the album. Just so you know, 5 albums so far this year. There's another album coming out in less than 2 weeks, or about 2 weeks, for my 6th album of the year. There are currently 65 songs out there right now, so if you like the music, buy the albums, supports the show, and that is a good thing. So, and I'm going to keep putting out albums for you. So, show some respect for the Fotch doing an album a month for you out there, yo. You do an album a month. All right, you guys ready? Here we go.
Getting down, never know what sound coming out of the loop station. Shot the record the other day, you're coming out in the moment, gotta make it something. Yeah, yeah. Rocking out all night. Oh, sleep tight, you get the stars flying around your head all night. Wake up in the middle of a bad dream, wondering, is this really the world I'm living in? Ain't getting better now. People walking by, side-eyed, wondering why you're not getting back so rude. I don't wanna do what you do. Don't tell me what to say. If I'll do me, you do you. No matter what, I'm gonna give you something to take home and stick in your pipe. So we're stuck here until they find the truth. They bury it deep beneath the surface. You're wondering, will anyone bring a metal detector here and dig around and find the sound and the beeping? There's gotta be something underground that's trying to reach the surface now. We gotta see if we can get to it while the oxygen's still pumping through the lungs. I've had enough. Together into the sun, woo! Together into the night, we're going to find the greatest fight we've ever seen in our lives. What side will you pick? Will you be with me? I'm gonna fight the negativity, yeah. Gonna take you down, you and me, yeah. Ain't nothing gonna stop the light, no, no, no. Gonna knock it out, I'm gonna put it in a new time zone. You can go, cause it's not your home no more, no. You're gonna hit the road, you hit the road, Jack. Ain't no coming back, no. Cause you ain't welcome here no more, no. Left our hearts open and you just stepped all over it. Now you can take a trip, no, one-way trip, yeah. No coming back, no. We'll see you on another show. Time to go, it's time to go. It's time to go, you got to go. Don't turn your face back, cause we're not gonna be looking at you, no. You're gone. Got no reason to look back at you, so just keep on going down the path and don't you look back, no. Oh, and no slack, no, you're gone, Jack. Say no talking back, cause we ain't looking, we ain't talking, we're over it. Yeah, it's the same old. Same old, yeah, but I don't say them words here, no. But you can understand what I'm saying. gotta go.
Oh, yeah, that song right there is some fire, isn't it, guys? I really like that song a lot. That song is pretty much awesome. Trying to see if I can make sure we don't have any issues with feedback like we've had the last couple of days. How's that sounding out there, everybody? So I am here. My name is CW94 for another episode of I'm from the Future. I was actually born or from the time 2769, and they sent me back in a black hole back to your time in order to observe. Really, they wanted to make sure you don't destroy yourselves, but you're heck on the way to doing that. So today, what I thought would be an interesting, hold on, you know we have an R2D2 over here, you know that, right? I mean, up in the future, we all have an R2D2. I mean, it's just what's going down. Some people have a C3PO, I got an R2D2. Anyway, so I just wanted to share with you a couple of things and answer some questions. So CW94 at your service, the only real time traveler. Everybody else out there, fake time travelers. They're all like, oh, this, that. I predicted Tom Brady's 34th Super Bowl win, 76 years old, throwing tight spirals. That was me. What did this other time traveler say? Oh, yeah, well, the Brewers. The Brewers? Are you kidding me? The Brewers, they don't do anything until 2121. Yeah, another 100 years till the Brewers do something. Anyway, so bottom line is this, and we're now today in the year 2021. I'm not sure if you guys saw the first video of me from 2018, my first predictions, the Tom Brady. He's now up to 6 or 7, I think. I'm trying to remember where we are, but he's up to a lot of Super Bowls. And he's on his way to 32, or I think 32 is what I said. Let's just say both, just in case. I'll have to look back and see. He's on to his 32nd Super Bowl in the year 2074. But look at, just wanted to share a couple of things. Let's go through a couple of questions over here. And let's see what people have here for old CW94. Remember, I came here when I was 9 years old. And right now, I actually shifted back. Yeah, I'm back here at 2769 right now. So I showed you my R2D2 when he came by. So anyway, let's get to the questions. We're going to see what we have over here. I'm going to scroll back a little. I was able to log in through my Restream system here in 2769. Yeah, we have like a time portal connection to the year 2021. So the first questions, let's see what we got over here. Okay, so here's a question that came through. Bradley said, who is the real future man? Well, I'm sitting right in front of you. I'm the only person who has come from the future, back in the future, telecasting to you in the past, right now. You know, you can send me messages to, again, we're working galactically here. Bottom line is, let's get to the next question. But yeah, I'm the true future man, Bradley. No other people out there that are real future men, just fake men pretending to be from the future. And they all, if for some reason, they go in like the dark. Oh, they're really dark. What is it? They're like, in the future, it's going to be very, very scary because the buildings are going to explode. Yeah, that happens so many times in the next 700 years. I mean, the amount of times the city just explodes and then it's just rebuilt. The next 700 years, 4 times, okay? So don't act like it's a big deal when some time traveler says, yeah, well, this is going to happen. It all happens. All right, this is seriously like a big, like, cycle, okay? Like what's good turns bad and then turns good again over a 700 years period. But we realize in the year 2743 that if we can go back and fix your errors in the year 2018, 2022, that we can make a better world for us. Because I don't know if you see what's going on back there, but this is the only good city in 2769. Everything else is really bad. There's like 7 people left on the entire planet. I got all this to myself and R2D2 over here. Hey, R2, can you do me a favor? Grab me a Arnold Palmer. Do you guys know what that is? Oh yeah, that's right. You knew who he was. Arnold Palmer's. Yeah, they're great. We drink them here in 2769. They're fantastic. Let's see what our next question is here. Oh, the Moment of Truth said, "Hey, Future Man, do you use biotech? Are you trans?" Well, in the future moment, we have both. So you call it however you will. We make our own babies within. It's kind of a cool thing. Not really at the same time, male and female. Jamie Lee Curtis. Anyway, listen, we're moving forward. What else do we have over here? Sid said, "Hey, Future Man, do you still play basketball in the future? Or is it like super basketball with hover shoes?" Good question, Sid. There's actually 2 leagues now. So yeah, we still have the NWA. That was a rap group from the 1980s. I don't know if you guys, yeah, that was your timing. But yeah, they play basketball still, NBA, NCAA, but they also have the NHBA and the NHCAA, which is the National Hoverboard Association. And that's a basketball thing. National Hover Basketball Association and National Hover Collegiate Association. You know what I'm saying. N doubles, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, you're right, Sid. They have them both hovering all over the place. The greatest player on the Hover Basketball League, this guy is pretty unbelievable. His name is Skeeter Jones. What was it? Skeeter Jones. Yeah, Skeeter Jones. Man, I'll tell you, Skeeter Jones. When you see him hovering around with that basketball, you're like, how is he doing it? Oh, that's right, he's hovering. You know, there was a guy back in the day. You guys, or Michael Jordan, you know, he would actually float through the air. Where we what we did is designed our hoverboards to have the same hang time as Michael Jordan. Naturally, several people, Skeeter Jones, wound up modifying their hoverboards, and all of a sudden they're keeping air a lot more than others. You know, they're not kicking the ground to get that push, and then, you know, they had to do an ollie in order to get up in the air. They kick off the ground in order to get up there. But now some of these people like Skeeter Jones, they have figured out a couple of tricks. They got a couple tricks up their sleeves. Anyway, let's move forward. Sid, thank you for asking that question, though. The Hover Shoes and the Hover Basketball League, it's actually one of my favorite leagues. Now, don't let me get started on Hover Baseball. Anyway, what do we got next over here? Vaxarud, yeah, that was from Fuzzy, grabbed that one from the last song. Vaxarud. That's what happened in the early 20s. You guys don't know about this yet. Again, this is future events. The year 2027, they look back and they're like, oh, geez, the statistics, 7 people died. I don't know. Everybody else had something with it. And we're like, it wasn't from the thing, though. But anyway, here we go. Robert Page said, "Hey, Future Man, is the Earth globe model just another fairy tale they told us like Santa and the Easter Bunny?" Unfortunately not, Robert. In fact, it's a little bit more complex than you understand. What we really have is, let's just say, an unlimited amount of globes and Earths all over the place. You don't call them Earth everywhere, but they are the same. And there is another Robert Page. Actually, there is an unlimited amount of Robert Pages out there, all over the super solar system. It's a super solar system. You guys call it the universe and this whatever. It's a super solar system. That's what we call it now in the future. And also, it's the multiverse. You guys want to call it universe? It's a freaking multiverse. Everywhere there's something. There's a lot of me here too. Like, I'm still here in 2769, but I'm also in like 15 different timelines at once. And that is a future episode. You're going to see us all together. We get together and we do a Bill and Ted's where we kind of just collect all of our thoughts, and I just kind of update, because you have to reset the mainframe every once in a while. You sit here, you grab all the information in, and all of my clone me's come back and share all the knowledge, so then I become the all-knowing. You didn't know that's what we do in the future? We become all-knowing because we send clones of ourselves. R2, how many clones do I have out there right now? R2, why don't you have that information? I'm always asking him, and he's just like, I don't even know what that means. I never got the translator to also include R2D2 language. I got everything else. I got Galactus, which is it's a whole different, that's a planet that you become familiar with and friendly with in the year 2164. But, we're not going to get into that one today. Okay, let's get on to the next question. We got a lot more to say. Is the globe model just another fairy tale? I just told you that one. No, this thing never ends. Like, it's insane how many of you there are out there. And they're all doing the same thing, but different things at the same time. It's really weird. I can't even explain it. But there's a Robert Page here. There's also a Robert Page there and over there, everywhere. The crazier part, this is going to really creep you out. There are scientists looking at us from above. Yeah. We were just a science experiment. Yeah, they put us in petri dish essentially, and there's like, they're looking at us. Just imagine it, like Truman Show type of thing. It's real. So even though you're sort of right, like is it like a thing where it's just no, it's never ending. But then you've got these scientists who have just like the omnipresent thing going on, where they can see right in. They keep their notes. They send down different viruses and things like that in order to throw you off the trail of what they're really doing out there. Look, that's just a little bit more of an in-depth explanation. Future, multiverse, but that's I think I hopefully answered your question. I'm not really sure. Sid said, Future Man, do they still use boats in the future, or do hover ships do the fishing? That is a very good question. You still have a lot of people from the Philippines using boats. Philippines is still there. And again, there's very few people. I say 7, but that's just where I am. There's probably like tons of people in the Philippines. In fact, I think I saw a video recently of a village in the Philippines, and yep, they're still using boats there. But here, no, we do hover boats. What else do we have? Let's see. Future Man. See, there's a hover boat right behind us. You see it right now? It's going by. It's going to pick up a couple of fish on the way. Are you dropping a line back there? I want to really... Next time R2 comes by, see if you can ask him. Oh, here's another good one right here. Oh, Sid gets 2 in a row over here. Sid said, Future Man, do they have auto dry clothes like the movie Back to the Future? Yeah, that happens in like 15 years. So I'm talking about 2036. You get auto dry clothes. And it's pretty cool. The inventor, I don't want to let it loose. He's got a talk show. And bottom line is he's been live like really a lot of days in a row. And that guy winds up one day creating this thing, and it's just like you push a button and it, all of a sudden you're dry. Yeah, kind of crazy. But you're gonna have to search to find that guy. I'm not gonna tell you his name. No. What else do we have over here? Oh, Bradley says, CW94, does humanity actually migrate to Mars? Well, that is a good question. They try. Yeah, no, they try to unsuccessfully. Elon Musk, he took the rocket there. He got off and he never came back. He never sent the ships back. No, they never wanted to go after him. R2, why didn't they go after Elon Musk? Do you remember the story behind that? Oh, R2 said they were kind of sick of him. I guess he was making everybody look bad, inventing everything. And anyway, he went to Mars, and they just left him there. I guess, like I have gone myself and traveled there because we have intergalactic travel. And I've gone there before, and I've seen his pad. He's got a really nice setup. I'm talking about like 7,437,000 square feet living space, the quarters he's living in. Unfortunately, he has to pay rent to a guy who owns Mars. You guys don't know about this. There's somebody else who owns Mars. Yeah, his name is Mark. He was kind of marooned there on Mars. I forget the full story. Something like he was a news reporter and he gets stuck on the rocket ship from Elon Musk. This is why he really made him pay back in the future. Elon Musk sends a rocket ship, SpaceX, to Mars. This guy Mark gets stuck on the ship while he's reporting. Oh, more at 6, up in the air. He all of a sudden gets dropped off on Mars, finds out there's plenty of oxygen to breathe on Mars. You find that out too. And so basically he goes there and he's trying to, to somehow survive on the planet. Elon Musk shows up. He says, hey, you want to come here? You want that land? Guess what? You owe me rent each month. That's right. Oh, you want 7 million miles? No problem. You're paying me $1 a day. Oh, Elon Musk was happy to do it. So I think he's broke by now. And the guy, Mark, has all the money. Of course, he can't come back because Elon Musk
dismantled the rocket once he got there. He didn't want anybody to come back. Apparently he was like, look, I'm not letting anybody go back to Earth. I'm going to stay here forever. And they stayed there forever, Elon Musk. He and his baby, they can never pronounce his name, the baby's name. It was like 7. But still, that's in the books. That one's in historical journals. Like, what the freak was Elon Musk's kid's name? We still don't know. We're like, oh, it's a freaking mathematical equation. Okay, that made sense. We just started to call her Goodwill Hunting. We're like, whatever, bud. Like, okay, yeah, the freaking Mozart of math over there. Anyway, so Elon Musk decides to just kind of put the kibosh on Mars. I hope that answered your question there. Bradley, thank you for that one. I appreciate CW94 really appreciates that question. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, hold on a second. Let's see if there's anything else here. Oh, Robert has a great one. Robert said, hey, Future Man, what was first, the chicken or the egg? That's a trick question. They were actually manufactured by a scientist and left here. So it was the chicken, and it was actually left here inseminated. So that chicken had babies the first week, and that was the beginning. And that wasn't just the chicken, that was everything, including you. Yeah, that's right. You're not originally born from a mother. You were born in a freaking petri dish. Not you, but your great I can't do that. It just keep going, and then eventually you're like, grandfather was the first, and from there they made a little baby Roo, and before you know it, time keeps on slipping into the future, Future Man. I'm there with them. Yeah, it was crazy. So I mean, look, hopefully that answers your question. So anyway, what do we have here? Alien Believer says that, oh, thank you very much. I appreciate you, Alien. I'm so happy you're here, and I'm so happy that your wife is, well, I don't know if that happened yet, but your wife comes home after 10 years. Yeah, that's something that maybe just a future prediction from the Future Man, but eventually your wife comes home after 10 years and 10 months, whatever, and you were able to have a bounce. Wow, wow. Cool days. Anyway, we're going to move forward to the next question. Future Man says, or Moment says, hey, Future Man, does the Trumper win the election? Well, that's also a trick question. He did, and they find out, hey, R2, when did they find out about that fact that it absolutely was, you know, a manufactured result? R2, you know, he doesn't have any respect. I mean, seriously, I rescued him from the junkyard. They're about to throw him in a pit. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I can use an R2. I'll pay you for that guy, $17. I gave him $17. I'm grabbing R2. He's like, no respect. I saved you, you pile of junk, before they threw you in the garbage trash heap container. And you, that's the respect you show me, R2? I just don't think I can handle him anymore. I'm looking for a C3. I'm looking for a C3PO. I think I have to look for a C3PO because R2 is just not doing the job. Anyway, what else do we have for questions here? I'm looking for a few more. Oh, this is a good one too from Robert. Hey, Future Man, is Kanye a Christian, a Luciferian, or other? Neither. Actually, Kanye is an artist. So he works on his own, beats by his own drum. He does play the part of a few other things in order to kind of weasel his way through. But no, he's an artist, and they work in mysterious ways. Anyway, let's move forward. What about the Jetsons? Terry's asking about the Jetsons. Great show from the 1970s and 80s. And we used to love Rosie from the show The Jetsons. But in the future, it's a little bit different. We don't really have a Spacely Sprockets. Okay, what else do we have here? I'm looking for more questions that I can answer here. Well, R2 is supposed to serve my drinks for me. Does he serve my drinks? I mean, you heard me ask for a freaking Arnold Palmer. That was 9 minutes ago. He walked past me afterwards without bringing me that Arnold Palmer. I'll tell you what. Let's see if he brings it next time he comes by. He's always just walking by. I'm like, what are you doing? Where's my freaking Arnold Palmer? If you don't know, that's a half
lemonade, half iced tea. Delicious. Make sure you get a sweetened one, though. You don't want to go unsweetened. No good. All right, so let's see what else we have over here. Any other questions? Do dogs still bark? In the future, they do, but we have we implant a chip, and it happens, I think, in the year 2200, and all of a sudden, it's kind of like what happened when they forced everybody into that well, anyway. And the dogs eventually start procreating with those chips. And with those chips, you're able to say, shut up, dog, and when you do, they get a Zepparoo. It's no good. But that happened, so now, yeah, since that's basically the thing. Robert said, is the upcoming Blue Origin space launch actually a cover story for Bezos' fake death? That is also a very good question. The conspiracy theorists and the conspiracy theories were abound on the Bezos trip, and he did get stuck out there for a few days. But no, they made it back. It was okay. He got back okay. And the one thing I would say about Bezos is he had himself cryogenically frozen. I don't know if you realize that. And then they woke him up in the year 2216. They figure out cryogenics, and they're like, "Hey, let's bring the first. Hey, R2, let me ask you a question. Where is my friggin' Arnold Palmer, huh? R2. That's it. I'm getting rid of him. 2216. The crazy thing about this is, you know who they brought back first? Yeah, Robert Stack. I know, it's crazy. They were like, should we bring back Bezos? They're like, no, too high profile. Should we bring back Ted Williams? They're like, no, the head the size of a mountain. Let's leave that one in the double ice freezer chest. What about, and this is when they're like, what about Robert Stack? And I'm like, who? And like, the guy from Unsolved Mysteries. And like, 2116. They wake him up. They're like, hey, Robert, listen, we got to have you come back, but you got to do another Unsolved Mysteries. You got to look back into the past, year 21, 22, whatever the hell year we are right now, 2021, and say, it's 2021, and the Vaxaroo, everyone's taking it on the next Unsolved Mysteries. Stack comes back. As soon as they get Stack back, they're like, we can go for Bezos. Bezos comes back. He starts Amazon too. It's a really new thing where they actually start selling humans. We're not going to get into that one. It makes them look better than it really does. The times change. Okay, the times change. It's like when you used to have, this is a horrible time in the history of man, but they used to have slavery, still do in different parts of the world. But they had slavery. Moved past that. We graduated to respecting each other until they had that issue that you guys were living through. But in general, respect became a thing. I don't know. I'm not sure what else I can say about that. Anyway, let's answer some more questions here. Bezos actually winds up coming back stronger than ever in the year 2216. And again, Amazon too. Look it up. In the year you're going to have to wait. In the year 2216, Google search Amazon 2, and then I will be proven the time traveler. I mean, look, every time I can prove to you that I am the only real time traveler, I will do so. So remember in the year 2216 to check that out. And you'll be like, oh, he was right. Let's see what else is next here. We have... has anything evolved since our time? They keep telling us evolution is real. So there should be things that have evolved. If it is, no, a bunch of crap. They find out that Darwin was just a crazy quackadoo in the year 2117. Crazy story behind that. Well, I'll save that one for the next time, but just remind me about the Darwin story. He was a Satanist. Anyway, we'll get into that one in the future. Next one is, let's see what we have here. They tell us ad nauseum, so many hidden findings. Were the archival archaeologists on our own? I think Vance was asking about if there really was anything hidden under the Sphinx. Or was there anything under the Great Pyramid? Yes, there was a UFO under the fist of the Great Sphinx. And in the Hall of Records, all of the information about aliens, the future, and about the past were in there. Yeah, if you don't know who Toth was, Toth set us all up, and we just didn't get there for a very long time. But that does happen. It actually happens in your lifetime. Yeah, I'm talking 2062. Toth. All of his information. It's amazing that they wait 40 more years. They know it's there. They did a ground penetrating scan radar and they saw it under the fist. They saw something in the pyramid and they weren't willing to go check. Yeah. I mean, are you kidding me? I didn't understand that one. Zaphorus? You remember what I'm talking about? Zaphorus, I think his name is. He wouldn't allow it. He didn't want it. Because then all of a sudden, the real reason we're all here came out. It wasn't until he passed away. Zahi Hawass, I think his name is something like that. Haras. Zahi, Zaras. Yeah, something like that. What else do we have for questions here? Oh, R2, listen, they're asking me what planet I'm on. We are on the planet Earth right now. Yeah, this is the future. I'm currently in a little town called Margaritaville. I told you, this is actually the old Yonkers, New York. And we set it up here. But yeah, Yonkers turns into Margaritaville in, I think it's 2316. And then all of a sudden, I've been here. They set this place up like pimp. You see in the background over there? A couple waterfalls. Yeah, that worked out as almost like a pet project at first. And it was a great-grandchild of, coincidentally, the Bezos family. And they were like, I want to have waterfalls everywhere. So they did it. Eventually, it was donated to the town of Margaritaville. And now we have it as our backdrop, which is kind of cool. I don't know if you know, that's the actual new town hall. And so, yeah, you know, I actually am also the governor, the mayor, and the bishop of the town clergy. So we do all of those things here. And I'm running for president as soon as they bring me back. And they're like, look, you can come back and stay. I'm running for president. Yeah, because I think I could do a good job representing the people of Margaritaville. But for now, I'll take governor. I'll take steward as well. Occasionally, I'll steward. I'll do what I have to in order to help the people. Anyway, let's see what other questions we have. Oh, Trish had a good one. Future man, boxers or briefs? Good question. How about nothing? No, we actually here in the future we wear saran wrap, and then it's a weird thing that happens, but it kind of holds you, but it's breathable. It's a breathable saran wrap, so it's not as disgusting as it sounds. It is when you start putting fluids in there, or you have an accident. But outside of that, it does a better job than boxers or briefs. You actually gain a split second when you're running the 60. I'm just saying. And the 100-yarder, totally. You're killing it when you have your saran wrap undies on. Some people free falling, they say. That is another way of going. But the saran wrap is the same, except you're kind of held in place when you're running the 100. Just saying. Anyway, let's see what else we've got going on here. Any other questions? Future man, thank you. Well, look, this is what I'm here to do is answer questions. Thank you, Robert. Hey, Jacqueline says, hey, future man, what water world looks like? Future, interesting. Jacqueline wants to know what happens to water world. Well, this is a very crazy story, but in the year 2614, we figure out how to actually build in the water. This is all lucky. That's why that's back there behind me. That is built up in the water from the ground up. We're talking about they built like pillars down there. I'm not sure if you ever heard about this guy, Barry, but this guy was a pretty good swimmer. Bragged a little about being a bronze in the Olympics. I'm fine with it because he got the job done, brought the pillars down the bottom. Everybody lines it up. Duncan, I think his name was actually, I'm sorry, Duncan. Duncan got down the bottom, set the main pillars, rocked all the way. In fact, at the end, I was for the fact that he was bragging about his bronze. Hey, R2, remember that? When that guy Conrad was bragging about R2. I can't even talk to him. He's like, it's tough when we don't really have any friends here. I'm alone. I got a great view. I got an R2-D2. Doesn't seem to give a crap about me, but anyway, what other questions do we have over here? Future Mark, who killed Kenny? Good question. I think everybody killed Kenny. Right? I'm pretty sure everybody killed Kenny. Oh, this is an interesting one. Vance said, Mr. Future Man, will the sky become a billboard? No, that doesn't ever happen. But what they do is actually while you're driving, billboards pop out in your face because it's all run by auto taxis. That's basically what it is. You have a driver. You can't drive anymore. You could be like, I like to drive. Sorry, you don't get to drive anymore. Everything's automated. So when you're sitting in your car, the billboards are in your face. They literally pop all over your screens, all over your vehicle. It's a ship. And in that ship, you're looking, and on this one you see, oh, buy Menon. And it just doesn't let you go. Everywhere you go, you see speed stick, and you're just like, what is going on over here? So just be prepared for that one. What else do we have over here? Oh, Bradley said, can you get an espresso? Absolutely, you can get an espresso, just not from R2 friggin' D2. He just doesn't do anything for me. I don't get it. Sid, thank you on the Robert Stack. I appreciate it. Robert Stack, Back to the Future. That was one of my first impressions as a kid. Leeches in the future. They are plentiful. I have a friend named Derek who came back with me. He's actually, because I was so lonely, I had him come with me, and I think he's taking a dip right now. He's actually in search of a few leeches to put on his face because he has a girl back home that seems to like that sort of thing. What else do we have over here? Oh, we have one more. It looks like we have one more. Future Man, can you speak using only telepathy? If so, show us. I can, of course. Ready? Right? Yeah, I know. You totally got that one. I mean, when you push it out, everybody gets it. You know what I mean? But like sometimes you hold it in and you don't really direct the thought, you know. But when I put out there that I can't wait to take a dip in water that doesn't have leeches in it, and you got it, that was the coolest thing in the world, you know. But Derek jumped in the one that's all leached out. He's gonna come up leechy face and all. I'm just not going in there without my hover boat. I'm going in the hover boat in it. And I'm gonna drop my rod. See, Nancy, she read my mind. She knew what was going on over there. But look, at the end of the day, you have to understand that sometimes I'm CW94, but realistically, I am Future Man. They call me Future Man Philip. And if you ever need to really know about something coming up in the future, you just need to ask. And Future Man Phil, I got your back. Anyway, look, I think I got to get going now. We've done enough of this. In fact, I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough room on my phone to down all the... In fact, I'm not sure I have enough room on my phone to download all of this and create a bit for you. But you know what? We're going to do what we can. I personally think this has to be another full episode. We may be on our way to another movie. Are there any more questions that I can answer before we call it episode 2 of I'm from the year 2769, here to warn you of upcoming events? R2, do me a favor real quick. Get me that freaking Arnold Palmer. R2, I'm serious now. If you don't come back here right now with that Arnold Palmer, I'm calling the junkyard again. R2. R2. Damn. I gotta get rid of him. I got rid of him. I need a robot that listens to me. I thought robots listen. Not freaking R2-D2. You know what it is? I'm kicking back. Yeah, I'm a time traveler. But he had freaking Luke Skywalker with him. So now he's like, this is not fun. Get me an Arnold Palmer. I don't care about what's fun. You're a robot. I want Arnold Palmer. I'm here answering questions.
I'm doing a live Q&A here with the past. I'm in the future. And you can't bring me an Arnold Palmer. Keep going by. What the heck is going on with that? I'm fed up with R2-D2. I had another option too. I saw they had like they had the other robot with the red head and the big googly eyes. I looked away because the googly eyes. I didn't like the googly eyes. Stupid looking thing. It looked like a Solo cup on its head, two big white eyes. It said something like that. It said, "Take me home." I said, "Screw, take you home? I'm going with R2-D2. Only to find out that R2-D2 has no respect. Yeah, he's just like walking around, doesn't even give a crap. Just does whatever he wants. I don't even know what he's doing. I'm waiting for a hologram to pop up and say, "Oh, hey, Future Man Phil, you're our only hope." Just remember that this program in its entirety is brought to you by Manon. By Manon. Total Deegan said, "How do you feel about Jar Jar Binks?" That's a very good question, because what happens in the future is we realize that Jar Jar Binks is actually a god. It's a weird thing. And although in his timeline most people hated him, he becomes the most beloved character in the year 2177. Isn't that nuts? People are like, "I like Jar Jar Binks." And I said, "Me so crazy." Like, you crazy? You can come and you like Jar Jar freaking Binks? So they went with the Jar Jar thing. That only lasted for 3 days. Because all of a sudden there was a coup that came out and they're like, "I'm taking over. You don't go after Jar Jar when you got Luke Skywalker, you got Han Solo, you got freaking Jabba the Hutt." I mean, George Soros? Whatever. Same guy. He played Soros played Jabba, and he also played, what was the other one he played? Oh, Palpatine. You didn't know he played Palpatine? Kind of surprised at you guys that you didn't know. Soros played Palpatine. Yeah, he is Palpatine. But he's also Jabba the Hutt. They didn't even need him to dress up, though. No makeup. Typecast. They're like, just sit there, on your side. Listen, we're going to have Princess Leia come over and feed you grapes. George, just lay on your side and go, "Blah, blah, blah, blah," and you eat the grapes. He got the part. He didn't even have to try out. They called him up. They called his agent. They're like, "We want George Soros." Got him. Jabba. Jabba. He did Jabba the Hutt. Oh, this is a very, very good question that comes. Oh, R2. Arnold Palmer. Robert asks the final question of the evening. I'm giving it to Robert, and this is it. Future Mark. Oh, Future Mark. I like that better. Ooh, Future Mark's better than Future Man. Ooh, Robert kills it. He gives us our next name. Future Mark is in the house. Look, Future Mark, when does the Washington football team get a new name? Well, unfortunately, it takes a bit of time before that happens. They stay as the Washington football team until everybody decides to abandon the team because they have no backbone, and then they go back to the Redskins. Yeah, it becomes Redskins. Bradley Smith says, "Future Man, does Mark Pires become president?" Unfortunately, no, because he does not agree with this side of the media, so he never runs, unfortunately, no. He would have been a good choice. In fact, there was a timeline, because we're able to see potential timelines, and could have been the greatest president in history. That's something that we saw, and we were trying to see if we could manipulate the timeline, but you guys screwed things up really badly. Instead, he took another path. Do you want to hear what really happens? Kind of a crazy thing, but he brings the world together. Yeah. I know it sounds like it can't happen, but in the year 2023, the world comes together for the first time ever, and they start caring about each other again, and they start forgetting about their differences, and they start lifting each other up instead of bringing each other down, and all of the fake, anger and misdirected, animosity and all that stuff, it just falls away to the wayside, and positivity wins for a day. And then all of a sudden everybody's back to crap. It happens, but he did well for a day. So
You have that to look forward to. One day. There's one day. Oh. We're leaving the final question for Jacqueline Grace. Jacqueline Grace asked Future Mark, will Sonny the Fists ever put down the coffee cup? Unfortunately, Sonny the Fists passes away in the year 2092. He lives to a ripe old age of 162. Like, he's one of the first that lives beyond 130. After he passes, they try to separate his fists, and they put him into like 2 museums. They couldn't fit like both in the same museum. They had to take a couple city blocks just for one. So what they did is they designed, this is a very interesting thing. I look forward to you guys seeing this one. This is the end of your century coming up. They designed a double museum situation where Sonny is in the middle. Like, you can drive underneath Sonny. So you're going down 5th Avenue, right? And as you're driving, you see Sonny the Fists with his stupid Yankee cap. There, they have him like encased in glass. And he's almost like a saint, where he never deteriorates. His skin stays perfect. Maybe it's all the coffee you drink over the years. I don't know. But you see him encased in glass. You're driving under Sonny the Fists. One fist in this museum. The other fist, the other museum. People go and they spend $80 to go and see his fists. They have to pay $80 per museum. Oh, I saw the right one last week. So yeah. And he eventually puts the cough cup down because he dies. Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. Now I see you guys are going to say that I'm not a time traveler because I forgot the most important fact. The reason they pay for each fist is because he's got the cough cup still in his right fist. So you go see the left fist first. They have you in order. Exhibit 1, Exhibit 2. So you got to go, hey, R2, how much does it cost these days to go see Sonny the Fists in 2016? Hey, no, R2, how much does it cost to go see him? I can't get I can't do anything out of R2. I'm pretty sure now, if you want to go see Sonny the Fists now, it's something like $3 million per fist. I told you, you need to have trillions to do anything 2769. But $3 million, you get to see the double fist situation. Oh, I'm sorry, 6, 3, and 3. That's on you. So he's got this coffee cup in the right hand still. So I guess at the end, you'd say that Sonny wins? I don't know. Sonny won. That's what it seemed like. Sonny! Oh my goodness.
They said it couldn't be done. They said it was impossible.
Did they?
To offer help to all the children of the world, regardless of race.
Oh, Sonny the Fists. You have to remember that Sonny the Fists is a very interesting case. But look, we did essentially a 35-minute bit where we answered a lot of questions as Future Mark. And Future Mark is the new name of this. Thank you so much for coming up with that name. Unbelievable, Robert. You're the man. And I want to say hi to Total Deegan over there, who came over from Twitch. If you guys are on Twitch, give me a follow over there. Facebook, I am so shadow banned, so Zucker-chooched over there. It is insane. I had 6 views, 3 views, 6 views, 3 views on these 2-hour shows where we're making people laugh and having fun and writing songs. So Mark Zucker-chooch, we have a new song for tonight too. You heard this, right? Where'd it go? Oh. I'll be working on that over the next couple of days, guys. Holy cow. What a show. I'll tell you, we just keep doing crazy stuff here. Keep doing crazy stuff, and I'm loving it. I really am. I mean, that was pretty fun. We have to do that again. So, guys, get your questions together for Future Mark for next episode, which is probably going to be tomorrow. Knowing me, I'm like always on this trip where we do like 5 of them in a row. Hey, R2, what did you think of the first episode from your backyard? Piece of tin. No, he doesn't want to play along. So, guys, what an awesome episode that was. What was it, 2 songs and a episode of I'm from the Future? Future Mark? That was fun, right? Said a little interactive. We're going to do more of that. We're going to do... Robert said, "Sonny, you Sicilian Mongoloid, you. How dare you?" Oh, goodness. I do want to say goodnight to Bradley. I want to say goodnight to Sydney. Say goodnight to Jacqueline Grace, to Robert Page. And if you're here lurking, just say good evening now, because we're about to finish this up. What an episode that was. A lot of fun. More Future Mark on the way. Until tomorrow, when we do it all over again for day 897 in a row. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance, man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. You got to go away. You got to go away.